All right, in Cleveland's camp, got Sandy Alomar Jr. here, and Sandy, you're in charge of the catchers. So today, early in spring training, what's the run of the show today for your catchers?
We work in the first couple of days, we work with mobility. Today we're going to go to the secondary position. Yesterday we did primary.
Gotcha.
But today we go to the secondary and keep growing like that.
And this is not like the yesteryear of spring training where we came into spring training to get ready to play opening day. These boys coming in are pretty ready right now.
Correct. Most of these guys are very eager to throw the ball, throw to the bases, but you have to make sure the lower half is ready. That way, when you throw, you're more accurate, and your feet are ready, and you be able to shuffle and stuff like that.
You talked a little bit about primary position, secondary position.
Correct.
Give me secondary position is probably the two-strike count, men on base. Is that right?
Anytime there's a guy on base.
Okay.
Anytime there's a guy on base, you gotta be ready to throw that baseball, be able to block it. Obviously receiving. We prioritize receiving too. But the main thing about receiving to me is that it's not loose strikes. You gotta protect the wide part of the play. That's the main thing. That home play, that's your area. If you get extra strikes out of the play, then that's gravy. But you just gotta protect the wide.
Okay, you got a couple guys in camp that look like you're gonna be doing most of the catching for your squad this year. Roberto Perez, give me your overall thoughts. What are we gonna see out of him this year?
He has a lot of mobility in the lower half. He's the most efficient catching stance that I have worked with. There are guys, by doing this, we can assess who can, in a primary position, can block, stay under the ball, and throw. He can do that. See how the rear end is kind of like 90 degrees?
Yes.
If your rear end is too low, what's going to happen, depending how you have your feet angled, you have your feet angled very good. That's perfect. What happens is your hips get locked, and then you become top heavy.
Right.
So instead of unlocking your hips, which is a little bit here, you can unlock your hip. Here they're locked. They're locked in one position. Right. You tend to reverse to receive the ball instead of swing.
So rear end is going to be even.
Yes, we strive for that. But we also have to understand that not everybody's created equal and everybody has limitations. Sandy Leon, when he was in the position, primary position, his left foot was in this direction. So what happened when you're in this direction, you put in, there's no balance. There's no balance. So we kind of like straighten him up a little bit and put him more, kind of roll a little bit, free his hips so he can do all this mobility. Here was another guy that he used to have the left foot tucked the wrong direction.
So now, the toe pointing in.
Yes.
Now it's kind of...
Yeah, he's more stable now. So what happens is that those balls, when the pitches are over there, you're going to roll over your hip. You're going to go like this. Now he has more control of his own, more control of his body. There, you see that?
Where the hips take the catcher, it's going to take everything. It'll take the upper ball.
Absolutely.
I think that we're in agreement that blocking balls in the dirt and keeping guys on the base that they're on is probably one of the most important things we can do.
It's very important. I think that it creates a psychological effect to the pitcher that if you're not able to block a pitch in a critical situation, then he might hang the next one. So right. We talk a lot about that, and also we talk about distance. A lot of people don't talk about that. We like our catchers to catch closer to the pitcher as they can. See how close he is to the batter? That's how he catches in the game. You eliminate a lot of balls in the dirt, and the ball travels less.
Right.
If the ball travels less, you can cut it up before you...
So he's definitely feeling better about being up here. But that also tells me he doesn't want to do this too much because he don't want the catcher's interference.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You are right on it. So absolutely. So what happened is we got Sandy Leon doing the same thing, getting closer to the batter. Okay? You're going to... All those balls you get 4 or 3 inches that hit you in the heel of the glove, you catch those. Like if you are further back, what's going to happen, the ball is going to keep traveling and you're going to catch the end of the pitch. It might be out of the zone when the ball really clips this quadrant.
Receive, block balls, and throw. That's what you get out of your setup.
In reality, it's very hard to do all three. I get that, but what happens if you could? Or if you do 2 out of the 3 good?
Right.
Not just one. I feel responsible to do the best that I can for the organization.